that if you eat of the fruit of this tree, you will surely die. And then Satan came along and deceived mankind, and man still chose to rebel against God. You know, man had a free will, but when we sinned against God, our free will was taken into bondage to sin. Jesus said, he who commits sin is a slave to sin. And many of you young guys will admit that when Jesus said, whosoever looks upon a woman to lust after her, commits adultery with that woman in his heart. Many of you guys will admit that every single day you can't help but turn from some women. You've probably done it this morning. Because he who commits sin is a slave to sin. The Bible says, if you tell a lie, it makes you a liar. If you steal, it makes you a thief. If you curse God's name, you're a blasphemer.
You've never lied or stolen anything?
Absolutely, I've done it all. And you know what? You know what? I talk about sin, that there is death and suffering. People say God must be a horrible God to have something for earth. You know, God allows us to be horrible. Because we don't allow God to do this. We're stubborn. We don't want God because we might upset. Don't you understand? It's so literal to you to spend in the Trinity. How it works. You know, the Bible says that how we torment the slave. Eternal lake of fire is in so. You know, and even you're just proving the Bible right now by everything you say. It's like these words, it's all proving what Jesus said. That's right. It said, he's a slave to sin. And that's something you can't die. You're dead. And you can't die because of God. Look at the world. Look at your own face. Look at everything. God has made man. Alright, now some of you are probably sick of that devil evolution around, but still, God made man in his image. And since then, the image of God in man has become scarred and made hazy because of our sin. God is a holy, righteous God. And he must bring mankind into judgment. It's like a murderer. He goes and kills someone. Would you expect that murderer to stand before the judge and the judge to say, oh, I'm a loving judge and a forgiving judge, you can go free? What do you think? Yeah? Do you want a whole bunch of murderers to walk around and kill your wife or your brother? Who here has a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Apparently.
Yeah. Would you allow murderers to walk around society in danger of killing your own girlfriend?
Yes, take it on.
Well then the Bible says you have hatred in your heart. You know what? The Bible says if we so much as hate somebody or have strong dislike, we commit murder in our hearts. God sees hatred and anger as murder. We're all murderers here. We've all hated someone because God's ways are not our ways. God is a holy God. God does not judge us by our standards of right and wrong. God judges us by his holy standards. And that's why it says you should not lie. You shall not steal. You shall not blaspheme or commit adultery. And you know, if a murderer stands before a judge and that judge says, I'm a forgiving judge, Mr. Murderer, you can go free. Now think about the family of the one they murdered. No thanks. Think about the family that they murdered. They would demand justice. The family. No. The family of the one that was murdered would demand justice from that judge. Because no just judge can overlook crime. And God is the just judge of all humanity. The Bible says God, the judge of all the earth, will do what is right on Judgment Day. And considering that, knowing that God is the just judge of all the universe, you and I will be brought before him in judgment. Jesus said, by our words we will be condemned. You see, God is going to judge us for every thought we thought, every word spoken, every deed done. The Bible says God knows the inward parts of your heart. There's some things that you don't tell your best friend. There's some things your parents don't know about. There's some things you keep to yourself and you don't tell anyone else about. And you think that no one else knows. You know, God knows those things. God knows the thoughts you're thinking now. God knows the thoughts you thought an hour ago. God knows the thoughts you were thinking last night. He sees all the ways of man. He beholds the evil of man. And the Bible says all the thoughts of man's heart are only evil continually.
Why did
Can I what?
Why did the creator of the universe create hell and Satan? Why did the creator of the universe create hell and Satan? Good question. I don't want to hear it.
Hey dude, can I have my water please? I need that. Get a job and be helpful to society. Alright? I'm sure he's got enough money to go buy himself a bottle of water. Go to the ant house plug it, put the Bible stand. Alright. Alright, you can get a whole bunch of money here if you want it, I don't want it. You can take it. Alright. Now, where's he gone? It's gone now. But that gentleman just said, if God is a holy creator, why did he create hell? Why did God create hell? Why? God created hell because God is just. Think about it. In 1990 to 2000, in a 10-year period in America, over 100,000 murderers got away. They are not caught. They still have not been brought to justice. In America right now, there's 100,000 murderers walking around who have never been brought to justice. No. If God is just, do you think God should punish those murderers when they die? He should, shouldn't he? Absolutely. We should punish them in our society. If you kill someone, you go to jail, but you get capital punishment. And the Bible says that God will do his right. You see, in America, there's 100,000 murderers walking away, and they've never been caught. Now, if God is just, God will punish those murderers. And doesn't God forgive? The Bible says God punishes mankind by death and hell. The Bible says the wages of sin is death. Who here has a good job and you love earning money? Who here loves their job and works? No one likes me. Alright, well, I'm sure some of you have a good job. I'm sure some of you like making money. And you know, the reason we work is because we want to buy things, we want to go places. But the Bible says the wages of sin is death. That means every time we sin, we're actually working for our own damnation. We're working for our own damnation, the Bible says, if we sin.